Good evening, everybody. It's Stereopolice. I'm sorry, I was speaking today a lot at my job. I mean, when I say a lot, I mean hours on end, so my voice is hoarse. I'm losing it. It's around 7 o'clock p.m. my time when I'm recording this, but I just have a question because I'm currently doing a review of my McIntosh M8 C8 tube amp, and I'm sitting here doing my usual thing at night before I relax and enjoy music. And I'm just pondering something, and I was wondering if anyone has an opinion on this because I don't know what's going on, and I want to talk about two iconic American, but just iconic in general, audio companies, Klipsch and McIntosh. And when I say iconic, I mean iconic. And I have so much respect for both companies and their histories and their founding and their integrity. Not so much Klipsch anymore, and I want to talk about that. So let me begin with Klipsch, and I don't have any conclusions. I just wonder what the heck is going on with this company. Let me give you two things that concern me. Number one, I think I'm the only person on the web, and I've seen this in forums, that's ever posted a negative review of the Klipsch horns, but although other people have concurred. I own the Klipsch horns, and they've been sitting under plastic. They're in my basement, and they're under some drop cloths, and they're horrendous. They're awful. I don't know what to do with them. And I'm just being honest with you folks. They're absolutely awful. And I think one day maybe I'll try to take them to a larger room and try them out again. But I didn't even hear and this is the AK6s, the latest incarnation of them. And I just don't have any hope for them. I'll try them out again, but absolutely the biggest waste of money of any product I've ever purchased in my life. And Cornwall 3s. I own the Cornwall 3s, which is the best speaker to my ears I've ever heard, to my ear-brain combination I've ever heard. I have heard the 4s. And I know other people, I know they've received accolades, but wow, there's something off. Just because a product gets a higher number and it's the latest and greatest doesn't mean it's better. I own the 3s. I know what they sound like. I know how beautiful they are. It's the best Cornwall ever made, in my opinion. Something is off about the 4. So that caused me concern. And now I'm on the I recently went to the Klipsch website because I wanted to check out the information about the Jubilee. That rich boy speaker. And I go here and I look around, and all of a sudden the website's looking more like Walmart or something. It's just disingenuous in some way, but that's fine. Maybe everything's cool. And then I go over to lifestyle, and lifestyle is a tab I would expect to see in a Bose website. But anyway, that's a whole different issue. And then I go to receivers. I'm like, whoa, Klipsch is going to make a receiver. Wow, that's fantastic. I got to see this. And I go over here, and they're hawking Onkyo and Pioneer on the Klipsch website. I mean, what is going on? To me, this devalues the product. This devalues the legacy. I don't get it. What the heck is going on with Klipsch? I don't know. So those are the reasons I have concerns with Klipsch. It's an iconic company. And I always thought that Klipsch was separate from Klipsch Heritage, but as I just explained, their Heritage products are tanking, in my opinion, according to my preference. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've heard them, and I own them. Now let me bounce on over to McIntosh, and let me tell you the opposite story. Okay, we go to McIntosh and the brand, 75th anniversary, the products, the system. Okay, so let's just go to the products. Amplifiers, preamps, integrated speakers. They have some speakers, and they've always had speakers. They've always fallen under the radar. They do have lifestyle. I'm like, what? Okay, they don't have receivers. What's lifestyle? Well, okay, they have a couple of cool these little things, and they've got to do what they've got to do to survive. I respect it, but these things, these their products, they're not hawking Pioneer and Onkyo. This is their own product. And it lends true to the heritage. It's got the beautiful VU meter. It's got the knobs. And to me, these things are beautiful. And I like them. I like them. So they're staying true to their heritage, and and I still go to their amplifiers, and these things are drop dead gorgeous. These are, to me, they're works of art. And they've stayed true to their heritage to the extent that they can. And I'm so glad, as an American, an iconic American brand. And it really has nothing to do with American, although I am American. I'm a bit proud of it. But, and recently, as you know, if you watch my videos, I've purchased the C8 right here. And one of the things I will tell you, and this was very unexpected, and I plan to cover this interview, not only is it absolutely fantastic sounding, and there's two things I want to say before I sum this up. I got to remind myself or I'll forget. Okay. When I pulled this, an unexpected thing happened when I purchased this amp. And I purchased it from a local shop. I wanted, for once in my life, to experience tube preamplification driving a good solid-state amp, which would be the Luxman. And now the Akatika. And when I started unboxing and looking at the manuals and the materials they provided and the way it was boxed, and I pulled this thing out, there's something extra special about it. You feel like you belong to a family. It wasn't some unknown Chinese thing that was built by virtual slave labor and with unknown quality control conditions and heaven knows what. This was built by hardworking men and women right up here, right in the USA, and the quality was impeccable. So let's say this is a $4,000, and when we talk about value is a very personal judgment. So, some people might go, wow, $4,000 for a preamp. Well, the sound aspect is already worth it. I can tell you that. It's unbelievable. But I'll get to that later in the review. But right off the bat, I was looking at this thing going, a lot of people buy art to hang around their house, or they buy antiques and some things that don't even work anymore, just to like put in their yard and whatever. And I had this overwhelming sense of, I don't know, something. I can't put my words on a pride, or just like I'm part of a legacy and a family. And the quality, I can't just tell you, it just looks so beautiful. It's like a work of art to me. It's just my own thing. The quality was amazing. And even if I purchased this as a work of art and just sat it somewhere, it would be okay. So in terms of value, right off the back, I'm going to shave off $1,000 just based on the build quality and the looks and that feeling of belonging to a family and a legacy. And just knowing I'm reassured of the quality assurance standards and the people building it and where it's built and the legacy and what they have at stake and everything. Right off the bat, I'm shaving $1,000 off. So now I have a $3,000 preamp. So that's how value works. Before I even heard it, I was like unboxing it. I'm like, wow. There was just something special after the unboxing that I've never felt before about a product. And I didn't even know how it would sound. And I had a return policy. I could have returned it. 60 days. And right off the bat, I was thinking, ain't no way I'm going to return this thing. And then I turned it on with their tube glow and the McIntosh, and I won't get into it. So I'm on a tangent. And the sound, and if you've listened to my videos, when this drove the Akatika, and then when I had the Yamaha driving the Akatika, I'm telling you folks, and the last thing I wanted to talk about. So why isn't McIntosh more high regarded by the so-called audiophiles? And it's because McIntosh doesn't pander in their descriptions of their products. They don't use all the buzzwords. I understand from reviewers that okay, they don't pander to audiophiles. They are what they are. They don't apologize for it. And those who are in the know, those who are part of the McIntosh family, already know how good this stuff is. I didn't know. I really didn't know. But now I do. So in summary, what the heck has happened to Klipsch? I'm glad I have my my Cornwall 3s. That's all I ever need, really. And now that I've been introduced to the McIntosh family, I've got to scratch my head. I don't have a lot of money, much more money left. I'm approaching retirement. I'll be on a fixed income. This is my last hurrah. But now I'm wanting to hear more of their products. This thing is absolutely amazing. Just food for thought for my subscribers. I love you. Stereopolice. Over and out.